Hey there, Aquarius! Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as leave me a comment if this reading resonates with you. Alright, so today we're going to do a Fairy Wicca Tarot, as well as the Merlin Tarot, which come out of a book that I had found called Wizardology. Alright, so I'm going to leave some links for that below if anybody wants to purchase it. And let's go ahead and get started. So for your first card, we've got the answer to your question. Whatever it is that your question is, go ahead and think about that right now. You can take a minute to pause the video and really think about it. So it looks like the air card is reversed, and that's your first card. And the air card has an eagle on the front, which is perched up on a mountaintop, staring over the cliff into the sun. And it signifies young people, because it's reversed. So normally it would signify a new arrival. But because it's reversed, it says young people, delays, and indecision. So, let's take a quick look. Alright, and for your first Fairy Wicca Tarot, we've got the Six of Tyne. I have to be honest with you, it is extremely difficult to find these cards in this book here. So, I really do love this book though. It's very good. It says the power of the heart. Alright, so here's your card, the Six of Tyne, and even though it's reversed, this deck does not have a spot for reversals, so basically it's just the regular card. They don't have reversals. So it says glory, victory, and triumph, a personal or vicarious experience of adulation and fame. A sense of victory with all adversaries conquered and all blockages overcome. But the triumph will eventually come to an end. Glory will shift to some different meaning, perhaps less glorious and more perilous. Uh-oh. It says stand strong, speak strong, dance strong, act strong, rest strong, see strong, play strong, work strong, love strong, believe strong, and powerful Anand. A-N-A-N-D. Anand. Alright, so you might be in for, a bit of challenges. So just be ready and wary that it could affect you and maybe get you a backup plan. Just so you won't be caught off guard. It never hurts to have a backup plan. And with this card, it shows a witch, and she has all these magic wands, and it kind of looks like she is holding them up over the fire, like she's bringing them into fruition or something. And then I pulled some tiles, and right next to this Six of Tyne, it says R. So I don't know if that has anything significant for you. But above the air card, which air is of course Aquarius, but also Libra and Gemini. Alright, and air signs come with this amethyst above it. Whenever I pulled my cards, it brought up the amethyst. And amethyst is good for healing. It's good for absorbing negative energies. And you can wear it around your neck. Look, you got two in this reading. This is an amethyst necklace that I'm actually going to make this back into a necklace. It fell apart. But after reading all the good things that amethyst does, I say, you know what? I need to be wearing this one. Tiger's eye is what I like. And it has, it's good for money and things of that nature. But I really love my amethyst. My grandma had a bunch of it, and I even gave some away to random people at work just because I had so much of it, and it's so good for you. Okay, so let's take a look here. Now, your next card is water. And water is, the water signs are Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So it says there's an elderly woman, an old woman, and she has wisdom and indulgence. Okay? So I love how these cards have the yin and the yang. So I'm going to flip it the other way so you can see what the yin is while I'm reading this other card. The High Priestess is your other card. And as you can see here, it looks like she has some buckets. And these buckets have wands in them. And at the top of the wands, there is a candle at the top. All right, so I'm going to set this here so that you can look at them while I read the card. All right, and this is the High Priestess. It's kind of hard to see these. I got to be so careful. All right, so there's my easel. You can check it out while I'm reading. The High Priestess. Let me take a look real quick and see what the picture looks like. So the reason I love this deck so much is because it's Celtic. So a lot of this symbology has a lot to do with my ancestry. All right, the High Priestess. Okay, I'm going to try to pronounce this. I guess this is Celtic. I don't know what this language is, but I'm going to try to pronounce it, okay? It's called Ben Sagart Ard Brigard, the High Priestess. And as you can see, it's there at the bottom of the card if you can try to make it out. You have arrived at the portal of the garden of the goddess, the great mother's holy priestess, and the daughter, the maiden Brigid, must ask you of your worthiness. There is only one answer, which you must give from your heart. The wisdom and the teachings of the mysteries are beckoning to you to move deeper. You are the student or the teacher. All right. So it looks like you may have to guide someone on their way, or someone may have to guide you. All right, and it may be an old woman with wisdom and indulgence. Anywho, I absolutely love this deck. The first time I read my cards, and I had a very similar card like this one, except it was the guide, which is basically saying that you're ready and you will find your teacher, but you must be willing to do your part, which is the very next card in this. No, it's two cards after this one. And then not long after that, I met a good friend who had some ancient knowledge that Reiki and all kinds of interesting information that I had never ever heard before. And I was able to help her as well. So we kind of mentored each other. All right, so your card for your past is moisture. And this represents a man or a boy. And the things that you might be experiencing are uncertainty or haste. All right. And then next to that card, we've got the hazel wand. All right. So I'm going to let you take a look at that for a minute while I pull up the hazel wand. So I know that you're supposed to use a hazel tree if you make a hazel wand. And that's a tree that you can mainly find in the north of America. I don't know about other countries. Alright, like I said, I do love this deck, but it is extremely hard to remember these, and they're extremely hard to find. Okay, so the Hazel Wand. So this is a gift from the fairy cards. When you are ready to weave all of the cards together, your journey into the land of fairy is ready to begin. This is a time when the gift of the fairy cards becomes very important. The gift of the fairy cards have many uses aside from the base meaning as described on the following pages. All right, so that's just like the introduction for this section. And so underneath that, we have the area of perception. One of the 4 gifts of the fairy cards can be pulled to indicate the level of perception that you are operating in. The cards would be used as follows. So you can get an apple branch, a crane bag, a hazel wand, or a holy stone. All right, so we've pulled the hazel wand, so I'm going to read that one. It says the area of feeling connected to the Fenian cycle. The Fenia and medieval fairy. If the hazel wand card is pulled, your journey will take you into the underworld. Ooh, that's really creepy. Okay. So with that card, we pulled this feather. As well as this may have something to do with a man or a boy. Watch out for hastiness, okay? Don't be hasty, and if you're feeling uncertain, that's another sign on this card here. All right, and it might have to do with a young man or a boy who likes to play the guitar, because there's a guitar pick right there on the card. That was one of the trinkets I pulled. All right, and for your next card, okay, I love this little trinket. All right, so you see it's like a heel spur. So if you're riding a horse, you have a heel spur, and you put your heel right here in the heel spur. And if you're trying to stop the horse, then you use this little heel spur to stop the horse. Let it know, hey, yo, we gotta slow down. And next to that one, we've got the heat. All right. So the card is called the heat. It's got a phoenix rising up out of the ashes of the fiery flames. And it's representative of a friend. A friend who might be going through some type of evolution or change. So this could be your friend that's going through this change, or this friend could be helping you go through a change. And the number, the letter, M3 is what came with it. And we're going to look up the apple branch, which we're already on that page in the book. And the apple branch says, the area of thinking connected to the mythological cycle. The Tuatha De Danann. If the apple branch card is pulled, your journey will take you into the heavenly realm. So it looks like not only are you going to be going to the underworld, but also the heavenly realm. So this sounds like some sort of spiritual awakening that you might be going on. If you're not a very spiritual person, then maybe this is a wake-up call for you to get to know your inner self, because I feel personally that your demons are only as deep as your own subconscious will let them go. Okay, so your cold, the cold is what's in your immediate future. All right, so cold represents rest, So it sounds to me like somebody needs to get some rest. All right, Aquarius? And it looks like you may be dealing with a reserve or bravery. So there's your card. You may have to show some sort of reserve, especially if you come into across this readery of UC. We're about to read this card to you right now. So UC, hold on. I really wish that there was some Celtic person out there who could come and tell me if I'm saying this stuff right, because it is extremely hard to find the proper pronunciations. Let's see. Use. Oh. Okay. Readery of UC. Oningus Og. Ruled by the Gort. Air of water. Mental energy in union with the female energy. The masculine force of creative imagination and life. In the reflection of daylight, younger male between the birth and the age of 30, feeling with the mind, knowing how to dream and seek vision, duality. The magic of the fairy world is a spell woven through the heartstrings of all who seek to enter. Love is the golden key. Compassion, kindness, and loyal chivalry. So, it looks to me like the key, love is the golden key. All right? So, this man playing this harp with this golden cup, or how you say, like a little, let me see what that is next to it. I would say that looks like cups. Alright, so that was pretty interesting reading. I really like that. It looks like you might have a mentor coming into your life. And from the looks of it, the mentor is going to be a lady, quite possibly an older woman. And she's going to be a very wise person. The hazel wand and the apple branch, both being gifts of fairies, have to do with moisture and heat, and a good friend or a man or a boy. Also, with the readery of use and the polar bear here, looks like you might be dealing with someone who, they might seem a little cold on the surface, but it looks to me like maybe they might show you the love in which you have been looking for. And just because if you're already in a relationship, that doesn't necessarily mean that you know, this person might not be able to help you, but they might be able to show you something about yourself. All right, and then I missed this cute little hummingbird necklace that's sitting right on top of that cold this cold card here. All right. And so the opposite of rest is idleness. So if you've been feeling idle, then, you know, definitely take the time to let go of stubbornness and let go of any kind of cold, harsh feelings. Let that go, okay? It's only going to drag you down. All right, so thank you so much for coming back. If you do enjoy these readings, please be sure to like, subscribe, and also hit the bell so that you'll get a notification whenever my next videos come out. All right, and I'm going to try to start doing more videos on a daily basis. I also have another channel for art. If you're an artist and you do like fluid art or portrait painting, please be sure to also like my other page, which I will be doing lots of finishing up some portraits that need some extra work. All right, so y'all come back now and see me next week.